All right, we're going to cover a little bit more of an advanced action. It's called custom action right here. And in this case here, it's meant for API calls and connections outside of the high level ecosystem itself. So in this case here, I'm going to give an example. We're going to use a WeatherBot example. So I'm going to call it WeatherBot. And the action is going to be if the user asks for weather in a specific location, then we're going to say, hey, what do you want to say before executing the action? It's going to be sure. Let me check on that for you. And this is API details. This is something that you would have to know in order for this to work. You need to know what the endpoint is. Your client would give it to you, or if you are more technically advanced, you'll understand. In this case over here, I'm using something called Weather API. So if you want to replicate after me, let me just share the screen I have. You would go to Weather API, open up an account. And here, I'm just going to go to my account itself. You need to get your API key. So what I'm doing over here is I'm going to the API Explorer. How to plug in my API key. I already have it. Let me delete it over here. Let me show you what I'm doing. HTTPS. I'm posting it. And I'm just grabbing my API full payload over here and then copying and pasting it down. So let me come back over here. One thing to note, watch this. I'm going to copy and paste it. The mistake most people will make, and I've made this mistake at the beginning. It's when I copy and paste, I'm copy and pasting HTTPS. Make sure you remove the HTTPS portion because it's already baked in over here. What are we sending along and what's the example? So now we have our WeatherBot agent set up. Now we want to test it out. So this is the address we're going to give it, or the zip code. We're initialized, so it's ready to go. Let's save. Now what I'm going to do is call the agent itself. I would call using the web call action, but the sound doesn't come through when I'm recording. So I'm going to call directly to the agent and you'll hear me asking about the weather.
This call will be recorded for quality purposes. Hey, you have reached WeatherBot. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I need to know the weather in a specific city.
Sure thing. Could you please provide me with the zip code for the city you're asking about? I'll confirm it with you before checking the weather.
Yeah, the city zip code is 90210.
Got it. Just to confirm, the zip code is 90210, correct?
Correct.
Sure, let me check on that for you. Here's the current weather in Beverly Hills, California. Zip code 90210. Temperature, 59 degrees Fahrenheit conditions. Fog wind, 5.1 miles per hour coming from the west-southwest. WSW. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the weather? Or do you need help with anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I want to verify.
All right, glad I can help. Have a great day.
Okay. So what I was trying to show over here is simply, if you want to do a call out, you want to talk to another platform using the custom action, you would set up a custom action. I call the WeatherBot, and in your call or in your prompt itself, at what point do you want to do that call out to the specific endpoint? I built other agents where someone calls in and say, hey, where's my order? Then we call it a where's my order agent. It would do a post call out to our API payload. It would look it up through a Shopify database in order to know where the tracking status is, and it will return back the tracking number back to the agent on the call in real time. So the use case is, where's my order? 1 second, what's your order number? We'd give it an order number. It would it would do a post to the payload. It would do a payload to the API endpoint. Then it would get the data, it would send it back to me, and then the agent on the call would say, hey, your order was shipped on December 25th. Let's be realistic. December 27th instead. And in the order, it included the following products. This would all be relayed because that's the response that came back from that payload. So this is the quick demo and overview how to use custom actions.